close our eyes. Keep locked, let us chant Om 3 times together. Om. Gurave Namaha. Gurave Namaha. Sri Gurave Namaha. Of all divine interventions, and of all masters of all lives and purposes, about to my beloved Guru, about to all of you and entire tradition, as the deep presence of God. Om. Your Gurudev's coming first. Descending. Yaguda, Gurudev's. Gurudev's. Atma. On this occasion, I myself blessed to be present with all of you and to spread some light with reflection. Previous and wasn't in this day, they are daily 2 hours after begin from daily to here. West begin release. In the yoga language, north is up from sky, and south is down, Muladhara. West is back of the head. East is in front and branch. And Middle East is very close to the middle. That is where Middle East is. The Buddha used to say, go about 3 inches inside from the middle of the eyebrows. And simply or by each of them. These are the two most available basis for concentration and meditation. Lower chakras are used, but they create negative strategy. One of the chakras will go function. The second, Gurudev said, center sexual needs. The non-person to give up. So Gurudev said, cushion. So all we have to do are busy in these topics. Money, family, pleasure, food. So I must say, non-grade orthodoxy, Archaeologism, orthodoxy, one whose mind is remaining most of the time busy in the works plus never. It's very primitive lifestyle. If we look at the whole world, the life of people, they are ignored, renewable. We will find there was visibility. And if the probability of is honor of the art, ego, emotion, pride, jealousy, hatred, likes and dislikes. At the same time, love and compassion. We slowly rise up. Human evolution is to come up gradually and to stay longer and longer above. But the Buddha says, staying there doesn't mean that you are abandoned, neglecting the works of us. Stay there and use it. Master was Abhimsa, family. So, it was use the order of the thought. But in the world, we find people are nervous for all these things. And what happens in mind? Once we find somewhere else, am I content? No. I want more. Where is the end? So, desire in human mind is not subtle, it is fire. It goes on increasing. That is why yogis say, work, earn as much as you can, but don't get attached to it. Any chakra you use it carefully, but not to be emotionally attached. That is why the Buddha is very beautiful expression. He compares and detached. We are passionately attached to the world. In ancient times, the Vedic civilization, it was not primitive, it was very highly sophisticated and developed civilization. In Vedic way of life, they divide it into four parts. So, lead a life of discipline, focus your mind in accumulating two types of knowledge. So, education that we get, because along with that, which is nowadays mostly spiritual. Once Swami Vivekananda was asked, Swamiji, if you will walk again, what will you do? He said, if I will walk again, first I will walk how to build the mind. How to concentrate, how to develop. I those. And if the mind is taken care of, everything is taken care of. One's mind is focused, can achieve anything on Mars. Not very careful and very clear. Focus in the mind, calmness and concentration is not really so much useful. Often on this goal is clear. For example, we are people in the defense mode operating this important to launch inside. They are very careful. Focus. All that part. It is basically concentration. Concentration can be misused and abused. If you think of asuras, are very good, very austere in their practice. All those were very sadhana. And that type of sadhana, no humans, no celestials could do. But for what? For power. And what to do with this power? Better than the people. Suppose God has given somebody some ability, power to sing. When I was coming, I was listening to you chanting. So God has given somebody some ability to sing. But to sing the power. But if that power of singing is used to arouse carnal desire, restlessness, also accumulated power of suffering, calmness, without justice, of mistakes, power, mistakes, abuse is present. Powers will be used in a productive purpose for better of creator. Jesus thinking. If you read the ancient history of India, where issue has, when I speak of the civilization, it's a civilization of humanity. It's not. They knew it was, but they didn't use it. They knew technology, but they didn't use it. Sorry, yes, they did not want to use technology because it will create more exploitation. Same type of knowledge was available during or is available in West since last couple of centuries. But we the humans, first in East or West, we the humans, we are exploited human beings. Human being exploiting human beings. We the human beings with power, sophisticated knowledge, exploited animals, exploited nature, of God, and so on. And perhaps about that. So, very clear. Now, this consideration is good, but goals should be clear. Why? For which purpose I want? For example, the side. These comes, goals to study. But that is not enough. During the study, again we tell, what do you want to be? Suppose one tells, I will be a doctor, engineer, scientist, and so on. But that is not the end. If you become a doctor, what you are going to be? If the goal is clear, that is why Sri Lahiri Mahasaya said, লক্ষ্য যদি স্থির হলো মোক্ষ পথে পাপ হলো. If the goal is clear, then most of the problems are solved. Now I have a goal. I have to reach it. And one should be also clear about why this goal. Why do I want this? What is the purpose? However, when goal is clear, I am to reach there. What is the obstacle? Simple thing, why? Any goal, the obstacle is again the mind. Be very clear and in a very thoughtful way, you finalize yourself. The mind which we have is a tool. It is to be used. But unfortunately, mind itself is instead of being used, mind itself is using us. Very subtle thing. I have servant. I gave servant, take care of my baby, my child. So in the beginning, servant was telling, no, don't go there, play here, like this. And the baby was obeying. And the same servant started using this command when the baby is growing up and baby is big. Don't do this, do this. Hey, you are to help me, not to command me. And the same thing is happening to mind. Mind is commanding us instead of serving. Mind is a good servant, but a bad master. Be careful of the mind. If the mind is clean, life is clean. Mind is clear, life is clear. Mind is peaceful, life is peaceful. Mind is restless, life is restless. Mind is miserable, life is also miserable, and so on. Definition of mind, yogis have told since thousands of years, mind is nothing but a bundle of desires. Mind is nothing but a bundle of desires. The so-called modern scientists, psychologists, they tell the mind is born and slowly growing only in this life, because they think of this is the life only. I will tell you one example or experiment in my own life. It was almost this season, 1993. 1993. So 30 years ago. I was holding a baby in my arm and walking in the garden of Jagatpur Ashram in India. So there was a herb, very bitter, really bitter. A crazy idea came to me. I pressed this leaf little bit in my hand so that, and I took that finger and tossed the face tongue of the baby. You can't imagine this. Few months old baby. Made this face so, I thought, how could this baby recognize this is bitter? Is the mind growing only within few months? This is sweet, this is bitter. The baby is not able to express it, but baby knows. So, however, not that. Mind is a bundle of desire. Mind is a flow of thought and desires. And if in mind, at a time, few desires coming up, there is a conglomeration of desires, there is confusion, and desire. What is this desire? Desire is an urge in a person to possess, to accumulate, or to hold something material or immaterial or people or place. This is what desire is. In Sanskrit, the word desire is called as asha. Asha. In the Bhagavad Gita, in the 16th chapter, which is also named as Daiva Asura Sampat Vibhaga Yoga, the yoga of discrimination between divine and demoniac nature. So what are these two, divine and demoniac nature? We each, you, me, everybody, we all have good qualities within us and bad qualities within us. In each one of us, there is Asura and there is also Deva. The choice is ours. Both are there. Whom I am to hold? In the 16th chapter, 12th verse, it is said, Asha Pasha Satairi Vaddha. Asha, the desire, Pasha, the noose, Sata, hundreds. So, human being is bound, tied with the hundreds. Here it is hundreds. We can take millions of desires. There are two types of desires. Pure desire, impure desire. Two friends came from the village to visit a city. Maybe holiday. Nowadays it is becoming more common. People from India going out for a holiday. Once the Gurudev told me, Papa, it was in West when we both were. What does it mean? The people are going for vacation, holiday. My father did not go for holiday or vacation. My brothers did not go. What is this vacation holidays? I told Baba, yes, they also went. What? You are telling they also went for vacation and holidays as people are going? I said, it was a little different. It was nice conversation, casual talk. I said, they went on pilgrimage. Same thing. Few days free from regular life, away to a place in nature, spent some time, relaxed. So what the people in ancient time did, save some time, save some money, go on pilgrimage. Where is the place of pilgrimage? In the Himalayas. Badrinath, Kedarnath, Gangotri, Yamunotri. The same thing people do, go for on vacation, holiday. go to a place, seaside, this, that, some. But the objectives are completely different. One is focus God. The other is focus on pleasure. So, Asha Basa Satiri Bhatta, human beings are tied with hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of desires. And those desires prompt them, impel them, create, impetus them. I want to do this, I want to do it. Again in the Bhagavad Gita, this desire, how it comes to mind in the second chapter of the Bhagavad Gita, verse 60 to 63. It is said, Dhyayato Vishayam Pumsaha Sangastesu Upajayati. When the mind thinks of the sense objects, wants to hold it, to get associated with it, get company of it. This thought comes to my mind. Few things, be very clear. We have in our mind means core. Mind with uppercase L is consisting of four. When I say mind means this four. Mind with lowercase, as we have ego, intellect, and memory. So these four together. So we all have the memory, but it is, memory is there, but not in active state. In dormant state, memory is there. It's hidden in the brain. That is why I told when the baby recognizes it is not sweet, it's bitter from memory. And that memory is not from this life. God knows. We have that memory. A sadhu who lived a very holy life. Mind was peaceful. He was wondering. And one person invited him. You can stay tonight. My home was a rich man. So he stayed. And he was sorrowful. He took it. Then he went to sleep. When he went to sleep, he heard the voice of, very sweet voice of bell ringing. Dum, 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 dum. He got up. Where this sound is coming. And he found that this rich man has a very beautiful cow set, healthy, beautiful cows. And in their neck, the bell is hanging. And seeing this bell, he had the desire. I want to get it. You know what he did? He went to a car and opened it carefully, got the bell, and put it in his bag. He was wondering something. And very early in the morning, he started walking, telling goodbye to them. The bell is in his bag. After going some distance, his, inner awakening. What? I stole this tiny bell? He sat down. Why did this thing happen to me? Never in my life. I never thought of doing anything. He came back. When he came back, he asked this man, I have a very personal conversation. Do you know, I have done some mistake. Forgive me. I said, what happened? He said, he narrated what happened. He said, you can take it, it's nothing. This bell is nothing to me. He said, no. I want to know
why this thing happened to me? I'm reflecting upon. I've never done these things. Let me ask you that what what it means of your living? How do you earn? He became a little grave. And he said, when you confessed near me of one misdeed, I am confessing near you. I was a, and so I earned all this wealth in very unfairness. He was a robber, but he has stopped robbing, but he has stopped enough living a very. This is a story, but the story has its message. How we live, how we, we need. There is, I came here, for example. I didn't fly with my yogic power. I don't have those powers, really. I'm just like you, nothing more. Just I meditated a little, that's all. So, nowadays, since last almost closer to 4 years, I'm talking. In the beginning, I didn't talk. So now talking for short time. Then I'm not talking. So just like you have one, tag in your, so I have one in silence. So when I stand in front of the immigration, I saw this. They respect it. Wherever. Whether it is USA, Australia. I love Europe more, do you know why? Nobody asks about immigration, nothing, just this, look at the passport. However, from my early days also, no, USA, my first place in West was Australia. The first day I landed, they never asked me how long, any question, normal questions, they might ask nothing. Customs, nothing. So, silence, not to talk. I'm also not happy not to talk. So, we all are human beings. You, me. I came here for 5 years. We have to pay the effort. You pay or he pays or she pays. Somebody's paying. When we are commemorating Gurudev's 50th year, Gurudev came to West and went back. So some people wanted him again back to Europe. So a disciple was trying hard, but he didn't have enough money. He was working in a doctor's office. The doctor had the desire, it is in 1976, to go to India to learn meditation. This young man, who was in his 20s, working in the doctor's office, told that, why do you want to go to India? He said, I want to learn meditation. He said, why can't you invite our, talking of Gurudev, instead of going there, you can pay for his ticket. And he will come, he will teach you, and many people will benefit. He was happy. The doctor said, no need to take so much of strain. If I can learn it here, I'll do. And he paid. Money is needed, money is useful. But what is happening to us? We get attached. This attachment is the problem. This attachment, if you think of a little baby or little toddler, they are also attached. The baby is holding the mother. If you want to, the baby doesn't want, the baby is attached. When the baby is growing up a little bit, the toy, even some babies sleep holding the toy. I have played with the babies, giving a coin and trying to take the coin away. No, holding very. And sometimes babies also get holding by beard. They don't want to leave it. Attachment is from, you can say, from birth. This is there in some form or the other. If we are living with this life of attachment, there is a lot of. Why this attachment? And how this attachment is creating problem, let us think over it a little more. As I do not know about myself, I have a false idea of myself. In other words, there is strong current of ignorance in me. I am attached. I am having attachment. To clarify again, I do not know really who I am. And living here without the real knowledge, really who I am. And living in the world, and I live with, because without this knowledge, out of ignorance, there will be always fear. There will be always insecurity. There will be always incompleteness. So because of this fear, insecurity, and incompleteness, I want to hold. For example, when I started staying in West a little longer, so for my visa purpose, resident permit, or say whatever. So there was need for insurance, health insurance. So one lady came. I'm telling it is more than 28, 29 years, 28 years ago. So she asked me a lot of questions. When did you go to the doctor last time? I said, I don't remember. He said, did you ever been hospitalized? I told no. So he went on asking, did you have this? Did you have that? I said, no, no, no. She stopped. He said, why do you need this insurance? I said, I don't need it. The rule of the country, it needs that I should have insurance. So why do people have insurance? Let it be health insurance. Let it be life insurance. Even if one has life insurance, is life secure? No. Even one has health insurance, guarantee of health. No. But still then we want. I want a place, I want to have some money, I should have enough money for my retired life, and so on. It's not for me, my children, to know people. One person, the person built a big house. He had few children. So thinking that every child will live with his or her family. So the house was so big. So each family can serve, each child with family can live. Surely he might have earned through hard work and so on. Each child is educated, they're out. Only the wife and husband living in this big house, who is to take care of this house, they are fear. If we keep somebody as a tenant, he or she might not leave the house, will old, and thinking that we are old couple. They don't want to keep anybody, fear, insecurity, and so on. Each person has. And why this fear? Because there is no knowledge that why. There is not real knowledge of oneself. in our life, if we think a little deeper, first attachment, to what? This body. And most of the people in the world, they think that I am the body. I am the body. That's in Sanskrit, this is called as Dehatma Bodha. Considering the body of the soul, or I am the body, this is Dehatma Bodha, and that is the first error. In the three major religions in the world, out of the three, the oldest is Judaism, then comes Christianity, then comes Islam. All are beautiful, there's nothing. These three religions, the root is one. They call Abrahamic religion. And if you go back to and if you study the Quran, if you study the Bible, so almost the same, they come to the root, Adam and Eve. God created. And after creation, God told, look, live here in this garden of Eden and eat from any tree you want, but don't eat from this tree. God told no. And the snake came. The snake talked to Eve that, did God tell you not to eat from this tree? She said, yes, there is. Do you know? This is the tree of knowledge. You should eat. A simple thought. God wanted our good. God is not telling that. This question I asked in a meeting of priests. I was present. It was in 1995, in the month of August, in Germany. So I asked a set of questions. These were one among them. I said, when God told, if you eat from this tree, you'll die. The snake told, if you eat from this tree, you'll not die. And they ate from that tree. They did die. So, did God tell a lie? Very simple question. Because they didn't open the mouth, because if you open the mouth, you'll be in trouble. But I told, look, all scriptures are true. All. The problem is understanding. The scriptures are so beautiful. You can understand it this way or that way. Unfortunately, it is misunderstood and misinterpreted by many. That is why mistake and chaos. I told you know what happened to them. God told, if you eat from this tree, you'll die. The snake said, if you eat from this tree, you'll not die. So they ate. They saw that they're not dying. But what they found, previously they were looking at each other. But they were not seeing themselves naked. Now they found that they themselves are naked without any clothes. This is the death. Am I clear? What is death? Death of spirituality. Birth of body consciousness. Suppose you are meditating. Deep, 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 deep. No sense of the body. No sense of the place. No sense of time. No sense of anybody. You are in such, for example, if at all such state or blissful state comes, Beautiful. A moment the body consciousness comes, a thought comes, that we are out at that. And you again back to the body. So what happened to this Adam and Eve? They were in spiritual consciousness, even with eyes open. The mind was not with body. The mind was, living with the body, but not attached to the body. Living with the body, but man, nothing. Can you imagine? If at any time we'll be living like that, always in that consciousness, that awareness, that state, peaceful, blissful, joyful, how the life would be. Do you know? While observing silence, one beautiful thing I observe, that avoid unnecessary talk. Suppose two people sit down together, taking a cup of tea or they start talking. What do they talk? What is the... Oh God. Because I have been observing silence from my childhood. It's nothing new now. I know this. The same thing with fasting. I love to fast. My Gurudev was fasting in his young age. He stopped fasting. He didn't fast anymore. I have never seen him fasting. But real fasting is, suppose food is there, I'll not eat. Real fasting, not that not to eat. To have that self-control, what happens, you'll find people at home or in the kitchen, put something in the mouth and do something, put something. Why? Can't we have a particular time? This is the time for food. Finish. Why don't we don't have that type of discipline or control? The problem is there. So the first attachment comes to the body, with the body, and this attachment is, don't know who creates? Parents. So what? The parents. Oh, my cute little girl. So sweet you are. So from that time, I am a girl. I am a boy. Oh, my baby is growing. What is growing? The body is growing. So I'm this. I asked a little girl. I told, are you a boy or a girl? I'm a girl. I said, why do you tell you're a girl? He said, no, I'm a girl. I said, look at, it's nothing story, real conversation. I said, look at your brother and you. What's the difference? Because he will tell you have there. I said, does your brother have there? No. So you're a boy. So whatever she said, I just, in a simple logic, comparing with the brother, you're a boy, you are not a girl. Do you know what happened? At last, when she, very intelligent girl, at last she said, because the girl is 5-6 years old, not 2. But one is older, one can tell I'm a girl and he's a boy, because my body is different from his body. This they can so easily distinguish, although there is distinction. So my mommy told, my mother told, I'm a girl. Yes, there is no, so all logic ends in the mother. I could defy the mother, and I didn't want to tell that your mother told lie. And so I smiled, and that is what's happening. That is happening to each one of us. Why did these parents do this? They didn't know. In Vedic culture, a queen, while raising up the baby, singing, Suddhosi, Buddhosi, Niranjanosi, you are pure, you are Niranjana, you are not this body. Sansara Sopna. The world is a dream. If the mother trains the baby like this, how the baby will grow up? They grow up like that. They are princess, prince, but no attachment to anything. So our attachment to the body, which is arising from our this childhood at least, but it comes from past also. Do you know what happens? I ask a few things. Here the two mothers don't disagree with me, or if you have disagreement, all right, but I ask the mothers. I said, if there is another life, you want to be a man or a woman? Most of them said, we want to be a woman. Most. Very hardly few. They have told me, no, I don't want. Nobody said that whatever God decides. No. Nobody said, I want to be a man. Very hardly few. Mostly they said, I want to be a woman. I was listening to somebody talking. He was talking in one interview. He was talking about God. God was talking with somebody, and that man took a television set to God. The humor begins with this. And he opened the television. And in the television, God saw that the women are having so much of suffering, carrying the baby, delivering the baby, and so on. What is going on with these people? That's the women. So what is happening to them? So, because you told, you know, oh, I was kidding. When I told this, it was not really I was talking, I was kidding. It was. Then the picture changes. Man working with coal mine, completely, you know, dirty clothes, sweating, working hard. What are they doing? They're, man, why they're working so much? They said, because you have told. He said, what? I told? I was kidding. So I'll not tell further. This is happening. We are attached to the body. And attached so much, I cannot think other than this body, because although sometimes I tell my body in expression. So somebody said, my body is not in good shape today. I have some. So then I'm sick. He said, why don't you say that my body is sick? Why do you say you are sick? Because when you say my body, the body is sick, not you. I'm going to the doctor. You say, I carry my body to the doctor to see my body. What is wrong in it? But again, because of this attachment and ignorance, I think I'm sick. And because of this body attachment, do you know what happens? We compare with others. Oh, you have such nice chick. She has some beautiful nose. He has beautiful eyes. My dear, we all are children of God. We all are made in His image. It is God's creation, God's. My Gurudev used to tell that don't think this body is body. You feel God in the body. And this is not your body, it's God's body. Gurudev told when he was young, he was in teenage, he went to his first Guru, Sri Vijay Krishna. He taught this. He told, early morning, when you look your face in the mirror, remember God. It is not my face, it's face of God. Brush your teeth. And Gurudev taught us also to live like this. Brush your teeth, not mechanically. I have to do it with consciousness that it is God's body, I'm taking care of it. I am taking care of God's body by brushing the teeth, washing the body, drying the body with the towel, putting on fresh clothes. It is, I'm not the body, I'm taking care of the body. So that is what, from attachment to detachment. The body is sick, all right. The body grows old, all right. The body, do you know this body industry? So much of cosmetics, so much of these things, so much of, it's a big industry. It's for the body. So let us close our eyes for a moment. With deep love, let us think of God. Think of Sri Gurudev. Let us pray to God like Sri Gurudev. Oh God, you have brought me to this world. I am your child. You have given this world and all the worldly things, just like the parents give the baby many types of toys to play with. The first thing you have given to me is this body. I look at this body as your body, not mine. When I will look into the mirror, I'll remember you, I'll not forget you. This body is not my body, it is your temple. You have given this to me to live with and to use this body, but I'll not be attached with the body. Help me to grow up with more love. Sometimes the body will be sick, but I will remember I am not sick. I have to take care of the body. There will be pain in the body. I'll observe it. I might feel it, but I will not be disturbed with the pain. I will take care of it. Oh God, oh Gurudev, help me to grow up. Whatever false impression, training, upbringing I had in my life, that I am the body, it is untrue. Truth is, I am yours. The body is yours. The body is a temporary gift which is growing old. And one day the body will die. Bless me, O God, and Gurudev, to live a continuous life, divine consciousness. Let us chant Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah together. Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah, Sarve Santu Niramaya, Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu, Ma Kaschit Dukha Bhag Bhavet. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. I bow to God. I bow to all the divine incarnations. I bow to all the masters of all times and all places. I bow to all of you and the entire creation as the living presence of the divinity. Let there be peace, progress, and prosperity everywhere. Om